You know, a couple just dropped out today. Do you know that? Do you know who? Carly and Christy.
Coming up on Cedar Valley Today, the presidential candidates grow fewer as the race to the White House heats up. And students make summer plans for camp. Plus, we take a look at some new technology in an unexpected area. This is Cedar Valley Today. To better serve the needs of the community, but they are doing so through more than just books. Alexander has the story.
A new addition to the Waterloo Public Library is in the making. The Hive will be a maker colony, a place where people gather and create things together. Construction is still underway, but the plan is for the Hive to consist of 2 rooms, a creative one and a tech one. I talked to Amy Russello, a project manager for the Hive, about what preparations went into making it.
We did a lot of research on what other libraries were doing, what other creative spaces were offering, and just basically did phone calls to find out what was popular.
The Hive will have a VHS to DVD conversion system, a Cricut paper cutting machine, embroidery and sewing machines, a 3D printer, and even a place where you can personalize your water bottles. And there is no fear that your favorite piece of equipment will be taken, because you can reserve blocks of time with a certain piece.
We tended to focus on maybe some things that our patrons may not be able to afford or are a large investment item.
Russello says that the Hive is no threat to the traditional library, because at the heart of every community is a great library.
The library will always be about books. We will always have books, but it's about positioning the library as a community resource. It's about getting people to rethink what they think about their library.
Everyone with a library card is welcome to come and try the new equipment when the Hive opens at the beginning of April. For Cedar Valley Today, this is Alexander.
The 2016 presidential candidates are moving to South Carolina on the Republican side. Donald Trump is celebrating his landslide victory in New Hampshire, but preparing for a tough battle in South Carolina. Trump is retaliating for ads that are being run against him. South Carolina is typically a state where ad assault campaign can turn rough. Ted Cruz has already begun airing ads calling Trump out for not being conservative. Ohio Governor John Kasich had a strong showing in New Hampshire, but he admits he probably won't win South Carolina. Yesterday, Jeb Bush accused Kasich of having nothing going on in South Carolina and no tangible support there. Kasich struck back in an interview yesterday evening.
Well, yeah, we're going to compete here. We don't expect to win here. But on the other hand, if you take a look at the person that says that, they spent like well over $100 million, so something along that, and they got like nothing. I mean, you know, so I'm not worried about what the other folks say.
Kasich says he's confident he'll perform well across the South. He also says he can compete against the Republican frontrunner Donald Trump for the nomination. If he didn't think he could, he says he would just go home. Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders is getting a big boost in fundraising. The Vermont senator's win in Tuesday's New Hampshire primary quickly turned into big bucks. His campaign says it raised more than $5 million in the 18 hours after polls closed in New Hampshire. Half of that was raised in the first few hours after being declared the winner. The haul is even more than the $3 million Sanders raised after Hillary Clinton edged him out in Iowa. Speaking of Hillary Clinton, her campaign is planning a far more aggressive approach against rival Bernie Sanders. The new strategy comes on the heels of Clinton's loss to Sanders in the New Hampshire primary on Tuesday night. Sanders' record in Washington and Vermont are now a focus for Clinton, and rumors of a shakeup at the Clinton camp may just boil down to a new person to coordinate candidates' message. Word is the former Secretary of State is looking for someone to make her ads and campaign stump speeches more complimentary of each other.
Today
U.S. Attorney General Loretta Lynch announced yesterday that the Department of Justice is suing the city of Ferguson. A spokesman for the city of Ferguson says officials have not seen the lawsuit and that they plan to comment today. For months, the Justice Department has negotiated a deal with the city of Ferguson over reforms to its police force and municipal court system, but Tuesday, the Ferguson City Council voted to change the terms of the deal. That prompted the DOJ filing yesterday. Coming up after the break, Maya Weatherall tells us about some summer day camp jobs. Maya Weatherall is now here to take a look at some summer jobs. Maya?
Thanks, Sam. Students looking for a new job other than their local fast food restaurants talked with summer camp counselors for summer jobs. Summer camps from Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Iowa came to the Student Center yesterday afternoon. Over 20 summer camps visited. Students who are interested can work with youth, get paid, and receive free room and board for more than 10 weeks. Each camp has brochures, photos, and frequently asked questions for students who are curious about what each camp does. One counselor says the experience that counselors and campers will get is unforgettable.
Summer camp is such a great opportunity, and it's awesome for us to share our stories with people here because we have that personal experience and that we love to share what we know to others.
Taniguchi says each camp is similar but unique in their own way.
Thank you, Maya. Wartburg students are training others to stand up for the justice in their communities. A bystander intervention training program tonight will teach students, faculty, and staff about how to speak up in different situations. Students Molly Schmidt and Anna Lachum will lead the training. They will give examples of how people can step in if there's a situation where somebody needs help. They'll also talk about making sure that you stay safe. Ashley Lang has helped prepare the training, and she says that everyone can learn something from the hour-long event. The training will be tonight at 7 p.m. in White House Business Center, 215. Next, we'll check out what is trending in the Cedar Valley. Stay with us.
What's next for your future?
Will it be worth it?
Will it lead you on a journey of discovery?
To embrace your passions.
Unlock your potential?
And realize your purpose.
With Wartburg, you can.
And you will, because you are worth it.
Wartburg. Worth it.
Schedule your campus visit and learn how Wartburg is worth it at wartburg.edu/worthit.
Now here's what's trending in the Cedar Valley. The Cedar Falls Police Department is reaching out to area parents via Facebook, informing them of the pros and cons of some of today's most popular mobile apps. The post warns parents of the dangers that apps such as Tinder, Snapchat, and Yik Yak can pose to their kids. In other news, the number 14 ranked Iowa State Cyclones fell to an unranked opponent last night for the 4th time this season, losing in an overtime thriller at Texas Tech. Despite double-digit point outings from 4 of their 5 starters, the Cyclones will fall to 17-7 overall and 6-5 in Big 12 play. And their rank is likely to fall as well.
Hello from the design team at Gotcha Covered. Whether you are looking for simple window treatments for privacy or light control, or elaborate custom designs to add beauty and value to your home or office, Gotcha Covered has the solution for every window. Call today to schedule a free, no-obligation consultation in the convenience of your home or office. We proudly serve the Cedar Valley, and we look forward to taking care of your window treatment needs, regardless of your style or budget.
Continuing with our pet segment, we're joined today by Barb Dunnicky of the Waverly Pet Rescue. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you very much.
So tell us a little bit about what the Pet Rescue is about.
Well, we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization based out of Waverly, but we do not have a shelter. We are all foster based, so we're located throughout Northeast Iowa. So I know a lot of people want to come to Waverly and look for a shelter, but we do not have a shelter. So best way to get in touch with us is to email us at our email address or contact us at our website. I think you might have that information on your screen for people. So,
Possibly.
But today we have with us, this is Sweet Pea. She is a Duluth Calico kitten. She's about 7 months old. And then we have Patty Cake, and she's about 1.5 years old, and she is a gray tabby and white. And these are 2 of the 47 cats we rescued from a rural home in Grundy County. And they're very sweet. We lucked out that they're all negative for the 2 communicable diseases, feline leukemia and FIV, which is feline AIDS. And so that's a contagious disease, both of them are, that people may not realize that cats can spread between them. So we always test to make sure that all of our cats are negative for that before we get them adopted out.
Well, they seem to be having quite a bit of a good time. Mind if I take one?
Oh, sure.
You
can, yeah, you can have one. That'd be great.
Excellent. So tell us a little bit about your Palentine's Day event coming up.
Well, it's a Happy Palentine's Day adoption event. We'll be out at PetSmart on Friday night from 5 to 7 in Waterloo. And we'll be there from 10 to 7 on Saturday and 11 to 5 on Sunday. We'd love to have people get pre-approved to adopt and then come out this weekend and adopt some kitties and give some homes. We'll probably have 25 to 30 of our felines there for people to meet that day. So our adoption fees are only $75, which is quite a bargain for kitties that have completely vetted. They're all spayed and neutered, have all their shots, and they're ready to go to new homes.
You mentioned that these cats were rescued. Is there a big difference between having a cat that's grown sort of in an already domesticated house rather than adopting a cat that's a little bit, that may have been in sort of a hostile situation before?
Oh, yeah, like a feral cat, that
Yes.
type of thing? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you get feral cats as kittens, you can usually tame them down. But a true feral that's outside, that's never been touched by human hands, they're very rarely tameable to be, you know, like a calm house pet. They may be a great companion for somebody that doesn't want to have a lap kitty. But if it's somebody that wants to have a kitty that, you know, will be affectionate and be, you know, real close to them, the younger that you can get them if they've been outside and never been touched by humans, the better off that would be. Farm kitties, that type of thing. But these guys actually, they were socialized in the home, which a lot of times that's not the case when you've got that many cats. And there were children that were able to help socialize these kitties. So I think God smiled down on us with this rescue, that we didn't have a lot of sick ones and that they were pretty healthy and friendly. And so we're hoping that we can get a lot of them adopted out.
That's great. Well, thank you so much once again for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for joining us today.
Patty Cake and Sweet Pea.
Coming after the break, we're going to talk about some Valentine's Day cookies.
You're an active person. You always want the best from your body. And when an injury slows you down, you turn to the best. At the Waverly Health Center Orthopedic Clinic, Dr. Linda Martin, nurse practitioner Carrie Van E., and the health center team offer cutting-edge technology and personal patient-centered care. Knee and hip injuries, muscle strains and tears, no matter what sidelines you. Let our team get you back in the game. Waverly Health Center. We make a difference you can feel.
It's that time of year again where students can order giant heart-shaped cookies for Valentine's Day for their sweethearts. The cookies can be purchased online through Wartburg's online meal service, Get. The cookies are in the catering/takeout section of the website. Each cookie can be personalized and is made in the Wartburg Bakery. Dr. Margaret Empey says that these cookies are special because they're homemade. She says that cookies are something fun and different for all students, and that all students, faculty, and staff can enjoy them. Cookies can be ordered online and be picked up in the meal transfer section of the den, and you can buy a cookie until Monday, February 5th. Thanks so much once again for joining us this morning. Be sure to like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter for more content. Our app is also now available on both the App Store and Google Play. Have a great day, Cedar Valley.